Okay, so welcome everyone to the class. Welcome. We have with us online Clayton today. So hi, Clayton. I hope you are well. And everybody that's in class, hope you are well. So let's talk about what we have done so far. We've been talking about, the title of the unit is Past Lives. And we've been looking at using the verb to be, so was or were, when we talk about our jobs, where we are from, what we look like, our adjectives, or where we were born, or how old we are. So we use the verb to be after the subject. So for example, I was born in Australia. We also then looked at adding it with actions. So now we're going to be talking about past actions, what we did yesterday, last night, last year. And we talked about the regular verbs, the actions that just take an ed, but there were some others. You know, if the verb ends in a y, we add ied. So there were regular, and then there were irregular, which means they break the rule. So it was verbs like went, saw, spoke, taught. So they're action words in the past that do not have the ed. And we then looked at time expressions. So not just saying yesterday I went, not just saying I went to the beach, but now we're adding, hi Clayton, hope you are well. We now looked at adding yesterday, time expressions, yesterday, last night, last evening, last year, last summer, last Christmas. So that's called time expression. And we add that before the subject, before the verb. We also then looked at asking questions in the past. So what did you do last weekend? Where did you go? Who did you see? Did you go to the beach? Did you see your grandmother? So we know how to ask now questions in the past. We then looked at life logging, and life logging was all about, you know, today's world of social media, how we share our lives with people, and we share them by social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, or we make a website. So many ways, or we use Messenger, so Twitter, so many ways. And now that brings us to today, where we are looking at how was your evening? Okay, so we're still in the past simple with our action words, our verbs, and the title is How was your evening? So let's get into the class. So we can see, how was your evening? We're going to listen to 3 conversations, and we're going to write the number 1 to 3 next to the activity. So what does that mean? There's 3 conversations that we're listening to. So these sentences, which one you hear person 1 say, put a 1. Which one you hear person 2 say, put a 2. And which one person 3 talks about, put a 3. Okay, so let's get into it. 3 conversations and some sentences. We need to know which sentences are which person, 1, 2, or 3. Okay, so let's listen.
Track 64, Unit 60, Conversation 1.
Hi, how was your evening?
It was great, thanks.
Where did you go?
To a new cafe in town. We ate a burger and then walked along the river.
Who were you with?
My brother and his friend from when he was at school. Conversation 2.
How was your weekend?
Fantastic. My friend had a party at his house. It went well.
Was it his birthday?
No, He passed his university exams, so he was really happy.
That's nice. Were there many people there?
Yes, there were. And I met his family for the first time. It was fun. Conversation 3.
I'm so tired. Why? What did you do last night? Not much. I stayed up late and watched a film. It was a bit boring, so I went to bed. But I couldn't sleep for ages. Did you have a good evening? It was fine. I went to the gym and then I was in bed by 10.
Okay, let's listen one more time.
Track 64. Unit 60. Conversation 1.
Hi, how was your evening?
It was great, thanks.
Where did you go?
To a new cafe in town. We ate a burger and then walked along the river.
Who were you with?
My brother and his friend from when he was at school. Conversation 2.
How was your weekend?
Fantastic. My friend had a party at his house. It went well.
Was it his birthday?
No, he passed his university exams, so he was really happy.
That's nice. Were there many people there?
Yes, there were. And I met his family for the first time. It was fun. Conversation 3.
I'm so tired. Why? What did you do last night? Not much. I stayed up late and watched a film. It was a bit boring, so I went to bed. But I couldn't sleep for ages. Did you have a good evening? It was fine. I went to the gym and then I was in bed by 10.
Teacher,
Mm,
did use it in the past?
yeah, did for the past.
The verb do.
Question. Do is present. Did is past. Okay, so we heard 3 conversations. Let's see this sentence that says, the sentence that says, we went to a cafe and ate a burger. So that's 2 actions in the past. Who said that sentence? Was it conversation 1?
Well,
1? Good. So we can put a 1. How about the second sentence? I stayed up late and watched a film. So again, 2 actions. We can see they're both regular verbs. They've got the ed. I stayed and watched. Is that from conversation 1, 2, or 3? 3. My friend had a party. So we know the verb had comes from have, and it's in the past. Was that second conversation? I met a friend's family. So we've got an irregular verb. It breaks the rule. It does not take the ed. So I met a friend's family. Is that from conversation 1, 2, or 3? 2. And we walked along the river. So regular verb with the ed. 1. And I couldn't sleep. So couldn't comes from the verb can, and it's in the past. So I couldn't sleep. Who said that? The third conversation. And I went to the gym. Went comes from the verb go in the past, and 3 as well. Good. So that was 3 conversations. They were talking about what they did. So now we're going to look at using opinion adjectives. And opinion adjectives are words that describe how we're feeling. So it's words like amazing, fantastic, fabulous, great, boring, happy, excited, tired. Yes, it's our feeling about maybe the action, like what do you feel about Argentina winning the World Cup? I felt great. Yeah, Diego felt that. So you can see now we're adding our feeling about an action in the past. So let's have a look at them. Not bad. It was fun. Nice. Boring. Terrible. Okay. Fine. Not very good. It was funny and great. So if I'm imagining these words as emojis, the two faces is like fantastic. It's really, really good. Okay, it's like here. There's not much smiling, not too sad, just okay. Where would I put not bad? Imagine that word was an emoji. Next to okay. Yeah, I think not bad, maybe here, next to the okay. Maybe I can get these emojis. Try to see if I can get the icon. Okay. So let's put I need couple more emojis. Okay, so two smiling face. Hey. Need this emoji. So, okay, one more emoji and then okay, so let's go back and talk about them. So we have the two faces, fantastic. So here is fantastic. We said not bad is like this one next to the okay. So okay, we can also write it like that, and not bad. You can see, you're not smiling, you're not sad, you're just in the middle. You're not bad. It was fun. Where would you put that?
Okay.
Smiling one face. It was fun, yeah. Because I wouldn't really put it as two face. I would put it as one. It was fun. Yeah. Okay, so I would put it was fun here. How about nice? One smiling face, nice. Boring. Maybe here, like with the was boring. Terrible. Down at the bot at the sad face. Terrible, boring. Fine. Fine. I would say it's with the okay, not bad. How are you feeling? Yeah, fine. Again, you're not really good, you're not bad. I'm fine. Yeah, I'm good, fine. If you want, you can push it. It doesn't sound like I'm great. I'm, this is a little bit more. So I think fine is about here. Not very good. Terrible. Yep. So here, not very good. It was funny. Next to fantastic. Okay. It was funny and great. Okay. I feel great. If you feel great, you're probably this one. Yeah. Or two. I mean, it's somewhere here. It depends how you say it. So great. Okay, so you can imagine these are words that we're using to show our feeling. Now we talked about these words and they were called opinion adjectives. So this is opinion. Adjectives. They tell us, or they tell the person that we're speaking, how we feel about something. Hey, Ronan. Okay, let's go to now something called intonation. So intonation, another word for intonation is the word stress, but not stress like when you don't feel good and you're really stressed. It's where we need to push the words in our voice. So I want you just to listen first from the audio and repeat after the audio, and then I'll explain what we're doing. So we're going to be looking at when we say these words like good, great, fantastic. Where do we need to push? At the beginning of the word, in the middle of the word, or at the end of the word? So have a listen and then we'll do it together.
Track 65, Unit 60. Fantastic. Not bad. It was fun. Nice. Boring. Terrible. Okay. Fine. Not very good. It was funny. It was great.
Okay, I don't think we need to listen one more time. Let's talk about them. So when we have the word fantastic, because it's quite a long word, you need to push the beginning of that part. So how do you feel? I feel fantastic. So I'm pushing the start of that word because you can't just say fantastic because it doesn't really sound like you sound good, does it? Like then you'd ask the person, are you sure? Because if I just said, how do you feel? Fantastic. You can tell from my voice, there's no energy. I'm not pushing a certain passion. So I need to put that passion or that stress or that intonation here in the first three letters. And how do I do that? I lift my voice up, but then I need to be careful because I need to go back down again. So I can't sound like I'm screaming, like fantastic. I can't do it too like hard. So I got to kind of do it soft, like fantastic. So it's just pushing enough, but then and stretching the word and then continuing the word. So don't worry, it takes practice, but let's say this word together. So fantastic. Yes. Thank you. I'm glad to hear that there's a lot of passion when you say the word. It was fun. So I need to put it at the last word, fun. It was fun. The same if I said awesome, amazing, or great. So because the first part is a subject, the next word is a verb, I need to put my voice out on the adjective. So not it was fun, but I need to say it was fun. So I push the ending of this phrase. So let's say that. It was fun. It was awesome.
Also.
It was amazing. It was great. Yes, just remember to push the last words. So you don't want to sound like you're speaking in one voice. Now, if we have boring, again, it's a one word. We need to push the beginning. So how was your work? It was boring. Boring.
Boring.
So I push the beginning. Not very good. Now, the reason why we need to push not is because that's the important part of the sentence. It was not very good. Not very good. Okay, good. So now we know what intonation means, or another word for it is stress or tone. Tone. And we know when to push the certain voice and why. Because if Ronan said to me, how are you today? And I said, fantastic. Then he could say, are you sure? You don't sound very good. So even though I said the word fantastic, which is like more than great, but my voice didn't show that. So he's going to ask, are you sure? You don't sound great. Is something wrong? So that's why in English, it's very important that we know when to push our voices, or else people will think maybe we're upset, or they'll think that we're happy when we're trying to say boring or not very good. So we need to know when. And there were some very good examples. Okay, let's talk about, we know that we've been talking about questions in the past. We said, you know, what were you doing? Where did you go? Did you go to the beach? Now we're going to be using question words with the H. Remember, we start questions with the verbs, could be was or were. It could be a W, what, when, why, where, who, or a H, how, was. Not how is, because how is now. Like, how is your life going? Now, how is your life going? But I want to know yesterday. How was your night yesterday? How was your weekend in the past? How was your trip? Maybe you went somewhere 2 years ago. How was? So the structure is how was, and then the subject, and then the noun. Now, this is not your subject like I, you, he, she, it, we, they. Did you notice? It's a different kind of subject. It's called a possessive adjective. So when we look at noun, we need to use these kinds of subjects, not I, because I can't say I book or you book. It's your book, my book, his book, her book. So only when we talk about nouns, these are the subjects that we use. But if we talk about verbs, then we use I, you, he, she, it, we, they. So does that make sense why we need to use this subject? Because we're talking about a noun. And it's in how was your weekend, for example. How was your week? How was last week? Okay, so let's go around the room. You can pick, you're going to make a last question. So first of all, I'll give you 1 minute to make one last question. So how was your evening? How was your weekend? How was your last holiday? And you've got one more to make. So it could be like, how was your trip? How was your work? How was your dinner? How was your holiday? How was your last Christmas? How was your birthday? Yes. How was your last birthday? Okay, so I'll give you 1 minute to make one last question, and then we're going to ask each other that question. We'll come back. Okay, who has a how was question? Gustavo. Nice. How was your job interview? Yeah, very good. How was your job interview? Anyone else? Yeah, how was your work? How was last week? Yeah. So we don't say how was your last week? How was your last week? How was last week? You could say, how was your last week? Yep. Any more? How was your last party? I would just say, how was your party?
Where?
Where? Yeah, but we're doing how was questions. So I would say, how was your party? Yeah. How was your last Christmas? So for occasions, last party, how was your last Christmas? Yep. Okay, good. So lots of how was. And it's all nouns that come after. So party, last Christmas. And we can make some answers like Clayton said, how was your Saturday night? Yes. How was your Saturday night? How was your Saturday night? Maybe if you went out, how was your Saturday night out? If you know that the person went out, but if you didn't, how was your Saturday night? Yeah. How was your day off? Maybe some people have the day off. How was your work? Let's go day off. How was your day off? Yeah. How was your sleep? How was your sleep? That's an yes, it was bad. I slept bad. I didn't sleep enough. Okay, good. So lots of how was question. And how do we respond? So let's just pretend we could say something different. Let's not use the ones that we learned here. Who has some different responses? Terrific. Yes, we don't have that one. Terrific. It was terrific. Yes. Terrific. Awesome. What else have you heard? Other words. Remember adjective, opinion, adjective to describe how we're feeling. Opinion, adjectives. So what else? Terrific. Good. Yeah. Did we have good before? Yeah, good. It was good. It was all good. Yeah. It was amazing. Super. Yeah, very American. They say that a lot. Yes, super. What about the negative ones? It was horrible. Did we have that? Terrible. Horrible. That means really bad. Horrible. It was sad. Maybe if something happened. My weekend was sad because I lost my whatever. It was so-so. Yeah, not common to say in English. It was so-so. Like, I mean, it's correct English, but it's not very common. Just be careful that it's not a common way that a native speaker would say so-so.
So is similar, not bad here. Okay.
It's so-so. Yeah, not bad. We say more not bad. Yes, but I would say it's very close to saying not bad. That's why I say it's not very common to say this one. We say more, yeah, not bad. It was awful. What if something bad happened? Awful. Yeah, it was awful. Like something must have happened very bad. So far, so good. Yeah, we use that one. Yeah, so far, so good. Yep, good expression. So far, so good. It was, how do you spell it?
Wrong. You are old.
No, you can't say your weekend was wrong, or that means not right. So like it doesn't make sense. Like it was not right. It doesn't make sense to respond that way, only if you're saying, you did that wrong. Let me show you how to do it. Or that's the wrong answer. This is the right answer. Or that's the wrong turn. Maybe you turned somewhere. This is the correct turn. But you can't just say, how was your weekend? Wrong. Doesn't make sense. Hey?
Correct.
Yeah. Excellent. Excelente. Yes. We'll go with the English. Excellent. Wonderful. Yeah, what's yours, Diego?
How was that five left one? That was close.
Was what?
Close.
How do you spell it?
R-O-U-S.
It was gross. Like disgusting. Well, gross is more like if you ate something, oh, that's gross. Or you're watching a horror movie and someone gets killed, that's gross. Or someone puts something or does something to their skin that's like yucky, but not really to describe your weekend.
That was gross.
No, nah. Gross means like something is bad, but you have to say what it was. Like if someone's vomiting, then you say, oh, that's gross. It's a word that we use, an adjective, but it's about an action, not responding in general. Good, bad, terrible, amazing, terrible. Yeah. Okay, good. So now we know lots of ways. Just be careful because some words are not used with in general. So that's how you got to think of these words. Is it a general way to say good or bad? If you said words like gross, that's not good or bad. That's more like something is disgusting. It's not, or wrong. I should take that one off. Okay, good. So now we're looking at more asking people what people did. So if you remember earlier in the lesson, in this unit, we've been looking at different ways to ask questions. And these were the rules that I put for you. 4 ways to ask questions in the past. So the first one, start with was or were, depending on the subject, and then put the subject. Clayton's laughing in tears. Using the 6W or the H. Now we know how was your weekend. Or using the 6 W's or the H with did. Where did you go? Or starting the question with did. Did you have a good weekend? Yeah. So that's 4 ways of asking questions in the past. You must follow the structure. So you cannot mix them up. You have to have that same structure. So you could see if you're using was or were, you do not put another word in the middle, you put the subject. If you're using this one, you cannot put the subject here. You must follow the rule. So let's have a look. How was How was your evening, your weekend, your holiday? So that's rule number 2. Did you have a good evening or weekend or night? Did you have a good night? Did you have a good time? Did you have fun last night? So that comes from rule number 4. That's general question with the how was. You know, how was it? You want someone to tell you the answer. But you can add words like, was it a special party? You know, was it a nice night? So you can add the adjective in your question, but you must use the was. Was it a nice night? So that's using the opinion adjective. So was it a great night? Was it a bad night? So only with this one, that's how I can add the opinion adjective. What did you do? That's using rule number 3. I went for a walk, I watched TV. If you want to add the place, you need to say where. Where was it? Where did you go? What is it? What did you do? If it's about people, so if you're asking about a place, you say where. If you're asking about someone, you say who. We know that. Who was at the party? Who did you see? Who did you go with? Who did you speak to? Who did you send a message to? So who is because we want to know the person. And the answer would be a friend, a family, my sister, my husband, whatever. Were there many people there? Okay, I know that there's a lot of ways to ask questions. We will practice it, but let's look at this conversation. I think it's an audio, so we get to listen and fill in the missing words. Now, remember, you shouldn't be writing is or am. This is in the past. So you should be looking at filling in the words with maybe was, maybe where, maybe what, maybe did. I don't know. So let's listen to the conversation and fill in the words for number 4. Okay, so let's listen.
Track 64, Unit 60, Conversation 1.
Fine. How was your evening?
It was great, thanks.
Where did you go?
To a new cafe in town. We ate a burger and then walked along the river.
Who were you with?
My brother and his friend from when he was at school. Conversation 2.
How was your weekend?
Fantastic. My friend had a party at his house. It went well.
Was it his birthday?
No, he passed his university exams, so he was really happy.
That's nice. Were there many people there?
Yes, there were. And I met his family for the first time. It was fun.
Conversation 3. I'm so tired. Why? What did you do last night? Not much. I stayed up late and watched the film. It was a bit boring, so I went to bed. But I couldn't sleep for ages. Did you have a good evening? It was fine. I went to the gym, and then I was in bed by 10.
Okay, let's listen one more time.
Track 64, Unit 60, Conversation 1.
Hi, how was your evening?
It was great, thanks.
Where did you go?
To a new cafe in town. We ate a burger and then walked along the river.
Who were you with?
My brother and his friend from when he was at school. Conversation 2.
How was your weekend?
Fantastic. My friend had a party at his house. It went well.
Was it his birthday?
No, he passed his university exams, so he was really happy.
That's nice. Were there many people there?
Yes, there were. And I met his family for the first time. It was fun.
Conversation 3. I'm so tired. Why? What did you do last night? Not much. I stayed up late and watched a film. It was a bit boring, so I went to bed. But I couldn't sleep for ages. Did you have a good evening? It was fine. I went to the gym and then I was in bed by 10.
Okay, let's check them. So we have A and B. So in the first conversation, just the first one, A will be let's see, Italo, and B will be Jose.
Hi, how was your evening?
Your evening?
It was great, thanks. Where did you go?
Where did you go? Cafe.
Cafe. We are moving around and walking along.
And walked along the river. Yeah. Who were you with? Who were you with? For number 3. Who were? Who were? Who were you with?
My brother and his friend.
Good. Okay, conversation 2. We're gonna have Gustavo and Andres.
Fantastic. My friend had a party at his
House.
house. It went well.
Mhm.
His birthday?
Was it? Yes, his birthday. So was it his birthday? Number 4, was it?
No.
No, he passed exams.
So he was really happy.
Were there? Yep. So that's nice. Were there many people there? Yes, it's got there. Met? Yes. So we need to push the fun. It was fun. The expression, the adjective, the Yes. Okay, number 3, Ronan for A, and B will be Fernando. Okay, Fernando.
And B?
Yes.
I'm so tired.
So good. Yeah.
Not much. I stayed up late and watched a film. It was a bit boring, so I went to bed. But I could sleep for
Couldn't,
ages.
but I
Couldn't.
couldn't.
I couldn't sleep for ages. Did you have a good evening? It was fine. We went to the gym and empty and I was in the
By 10. Good. So the answers are, hi, how was your evening? It was great, thanks. Where did you go? Because we're talking about location. To a new cafe in town. We ate a burger and then walked along the river. Who were, because we're asking about people now. Who were you with? My brother and his friend. Conversation 2, how was your weekend? Fantastic. My friend had a party at his house. It went well. Was it his birthday? Was it his birthday? No, he passed his university exams, so he was really happy. That's nice. Were there many people there? Yes, there were. And I met his family for the first time. It was fun. And in conversation 3, I'm so tired. Or as Ronan said it very well, why? What did? Because we want to know about the action. So when you want to know what action someone did, you say what? The same as when you said, what did you do on the weekend? What did you see in the movie? So we want to know about the action. What did you do last night? Not much. I stayed up late and watched a film. It was a bit boring, so I went to bed, but I couldn't sleep for ages. Did you have a good evening? It was fine. I went to the gym and then I was in bed by 10. So good. We heard 3 conversations and they're talking about their past. Okay, so now we are going to ask each other questions about what we did last night, what we did last weekend, or what we did last holiday. So I'm going to put you into, I won't put you into groups. You can prepare your answer for one of them, and then we're going to ask each other. Sorry, prepare your answer for all of them. So to make questions, how was last night? Or where did you go last night? Or what did you do last night? Or did you have yeah. So I'll make the questions for you so it's a little bit easier and you can prepare your answers. So for the first one, a question is, what did you do last night? If I want to know about the action, if I want to know where did you go last night? Or if I want to know about who did you see last night? Or I could use a did with an adjective. Did you have a good night? I can't say the word last. Did you have a good night? The same with last weekend. What did you do last weekend? Where did you go last weekend? Who did you see last weekend? So I've done your questions for you. Yeah. Yeah. And this one, no D, weekend. Who? Let me make it like that. And it's hard to say, did you have a good last night? Did you have a good night? Did you have a good weekend? Did you have a good holiday? Okay, so there's your questions. Now, all you need to do is just have an answer for them. But not just a simple good, great, bad. Try and make it a full sentence. It was fantastic. I went to the movies. So try and give full information. First, give your feeling about it, and then you can say what you did, where you went, who you saw. Okay, so those are your questions, which I did for you. All you need to do is have answers. So I'll give you 3 minutes to prepare your answers to these questions. So again, what did you do last night? Or what did you do last weekend? Or what did you do last holiday? Yeah. Where did you go last night? Where did you go last weekend? Where did you go last holiday? Who did you see last night? Who did you see last weekend? And who did you see last holiday? Strange one. Who did you see last holiday? Yeah. Holiday here could mean like the last time there was a holiday, Christmas holidays. Usually it's common in Australia. It's talking about the Christmas holidays, December and January. Did you have a good night? Did you have a good weekend? Did you have a good holiday? Okay, so I'll let you prepare. So you got not just 4 questions, but about the night, the weekend, or the holiday. There is one more question. I forgot the how was last night? How was last weekend? And how was last holiday? For the last holiday, I would put how was your last holiday? So there you go. Very simple. To ask a question about an activity, you say what. To ask a question about a place, you say where. To ask a question about people, you say who. And then you can add the adjective. Did you have a good, usually we say good. Did you have a good weekend? You don't really ask about the negative. Did you have a bad weekend? We don't really ask about the negative. So did usually is very common to say, did you have a good weekend? And how was? That's the new one that we've been learning in this lesson. How was? Okay, so you should be able to answer all those questions. So remember, you're giving your answer using adjectives. So think of as many ways to show how you feel. And then not only that, then you can tell us what you did. But try not to give too much detail. That's it. What, like last night, last weekend, last holiday. Don't talk too much about another time. We only are asking questions about this time, these times. And welcome, Bivy. Edward and Jessica are online with us as well. Okay, so let's have a look at them. We're going to start with Italo. I'm going to ask you a question and you are going to answer it, and then you're going to pick someone else and ask them a question. So I'm going to start with the first one. What did you do last night?
Yes. What? you do?
Last night. Yes, I'm asking you this question. What did you do last night?
I respond that.
Yes, yes.
You are ready.
Yeah.
I
Yep. Subject verb. I went to the beach. I saw a movie. I stayed home. Yeah.
I did.
What did you do? What actions last night? Did you read a book, play a video game, watch a movie? Last night. Yeah, so I played video games. Good. Okay, Italo, ask one of these questions to anyone in the room. Fernando. Okay, you have to ask Fernando. Pick one and ask Fernando.
Easy question.
Yes.
What? For the ball. What did you do last?
Last what?
What did you do last night?
Okay. I slept. I slept all night. So what's your answer? Okay, I slept last night. Yeah, I didn't do anything. Okay, Fernando, pick someone and ask them any of this question. No, to someone else. Oh, what did you do last holiday, Andres? I went to the beach. Yeah, okay. I went to the beach. Yeah. Holiday is like yeah, vacation. Okay. I went to the beach. Like where? Maybe you could say I went to the beach in Glenelg. Yeah, I went to Glenelg Beach. Okay, good. Andres, pick one and ask someone a question. Yeah. Yes. Sorry? I didn't. Yes. Yeah, exactly. I worked on my project. Yeah. So what's your question? Which one did you pick? Which one?
Where did you go last night?
Yeah. To who? Who are you asking? Yep. To who? Ah, to Silvio. Where did you go last night, Silvio? I went to my English class. Yeah. To my English class. Good. My English class. Okay, good. Silvio, pick a question and ask someone in the class. Maybe I'll make it bigger like this. Yep. Who did you see last weekend? Yeah. To who you want to ask? To Diego. Who did you see last weekend, Diego? I saw? Yeah.
My wife.
Yeah, exactly. I saw my wife. Good. Okay, Diego, pick someone. And saw is an irregular verb. It breaks the rule. It doesn't take an ED. So I saw my wife last weekend. Good. Diego, pick someone and ask a question. Julian.
Night holiday.
Did you have a good holiday? Yeah. So you can pick one of these. So did you have a good holiday? Yes, I did. Is that right? Is that your answer? Yes, I did. Yeah. Okay, good. The question was, did you have a good holiday? And Clayton said, yes, I did. Yeah, so remember full answers, yes, I did. If you want, you can talk where you went. I went to Argentina. I went to Florida, wherever. Okay, Clayton, pick someone. Sorry, Julian. Julian. Clayton is online. Julian, pick someone. Yes? Really quick, just pick one.
Did you go last week?
Okay, where did you go last weekend, Gustavo?
I stayed up late and what did
I stayed where? Home? I stayed home and watched video games. Yeah, played video games. Yeah. Okay, is that right? I stayed home and played video games. Yeah, good. Okay, Gustavo, pick someone and ask a question. Mm-hmm.
How was last night?
How was your last night? Yeah. So remember, with how was, we give the expressions of good, not very good. So how was your last night? It was great. Yeah. It was great. Fantastic. Okay, Jose, pick someone and ask someone a question. And if you want, maybe if you have an extra one, but they're the most common to ask someone. So pick one. So David? Yeah. What's that? Who did you see last night, Ronan? Yes.
I didn't see my teacher.
No, who did you see last night? I saw my teacher. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Or it could be a negative. I didn't see anyone. I thought that's what you were saying because you said didn't. So if it's a negative, I didn't see anyone, or I saw my teacher, I saw my friend, I saw my mom, whatever. Good. Ronan, pick someone and ask them a question.
David,
Yes?
did you have a good weekend?
Did you have a good weekend? Yes, I did. Good. Yes, I did. It was amazing. Yeah. So sometimes it's a lot easier not just to say amazing, but it was amazing. Because you're not amazing, but the weekend, it was amazing. Yes, I did. It was amazing. Good. Okay, David, pick someone. You can ask me, yes. Why not? Yeah. Why not? Everybody has to have a go. So yes. Yes, I did. So yes, I did. I had an amazing weekend with friends. Yes, I did. Sounds fun. Sounds fun. Good. So a common way to show how you feel about that, you could say, wow, sounds fun. Sounds fun. Yeah. So he asked me, did you have a good weekend? So with the questions, did you say, yes, I did, or no, I didn't first? So I said, yes, I did. And then I decided to add what I did. So I thought I would tell him I had an amazing weekend with friends. And David says, sounds fun. Okay, so back to me. So I'm going to ask, Wilda, did you have a turn? I don't think so. So Wilda, where did you go last holiday? Where did you go last holiday? I went to Bali with my family. So always try and give as much detail as possible. I went to Bali with my family. Perfect. So the question was where, so we need to give an answer with the location. And because go is in the present, the past of go is went, it's irregular. Good. Wilda, ask someone a question. Someone who hasn't had a shot. So you've got Chen and Wei, yeah, and I think Andres, everybody, yeah. So you have to pick. No? Oh, is it for me to ask? Oh no, Wilda, yeah. Hmm. Who did you see last weekend? Back to me? Back, okay, you can pick someone else in class. Gustavo, who did you see last weekend? So remember, who is about a person. So who did you see? Take the action word and put it in the past. So I saw, yeah, exactly. I saw some friends. Yeah, good. Good expression. Yeah, I saw some friends. So the question was, who did you see last weekend? I saw some friends. Perfect. And that's an irregular verb. It does not have the ed. Actually, we've got Clayton. I want to ask you, what did you do last weekend? So Clayton, what did you do last weekend? Clinton, sorry, I spelled your name wrong. Clayton, what did you do last weekend? And I'm gonna say, Bivy, who did you see last night? And Jessica, your question is, where did you go last holiday, last weekend? And Edward, yes? What did you do on the weekend? Yeah, what did you do on the weekend? Yeah, what did you do on the weekend? What did you do on the weekend? Yes. So Jessica says, last weekend I went to the beach. Good. So you needed to full sentence. So last weekend, remember that's using the time expression, saying when. So last weekend, subject, verb, I went to the beach. So we asked her, where did you go last weekend? Last weekend, I went to the beach. Good. Anyone? Clayton, I asked Clayton, what did you do last weekend? Clayton says, I went to the cinemas, to the cinema. I asked Bivy, who did you see last night? Bivy said, I saw my friend at your home or her home? Maybe at her home, is that right? I saw my friend at her home, because at home really means your home, because it doesn't say whose home. Good. And I think we have Edward. Did you have a good weekend? You're welcome. Edward, did you have a good weekend? Okay, so maybe Edward's not responding. So good. So I hope you understood when we ask someone about their weekend, last night, last holiday, that was just only 3 times. There's many things we can ask about. How was your work? How was your English class? How was your job interview? How was your road trip? Whatever. There's many things, but we need to know when to use what, when to use where, when to use who, or did, or how was. So lots of ways to ask. Okay, let's have a break, and when we come back, some more expressions. Go. So let's watch some role play. The first group that we have, Sia Talo, we're going to present a teamwork of a conversation, a role play of a story that you've created. So we've got Ronan, Gustavo, and Jose, and Bivy, who together have created a story that they want to show us. So let's watch.
Yes. Which story is named Elegant Project?
Shop name.
Shop name.
Yeah. I'll call it in shop name. It's called Elegant Fashion.
Hello, how are you? Action. Hello, how are you? Hello,
I'm looking for a job.
oh, thank you for your time. Where are you from?
I'm from Brazil.
Oh, have a position for the silence assistant. Do you have experience?
Yeah, I have experience in that.
Hello, I'm in shirt.
Okay, I have my styles.
What your side?
I'm not.
Please run. Here in the chairs.
Sure. Where the shirt?
The chairs is in the front of the mirror.
Wait a minute, I give a call. Bibi.
job.
Yeah.
Please, one moment. Color baby.
Okay. Hey, baby. I sent a picture. Do you like it? How much is
How much is it?
how much is it?
I'm not sure. It's my first day.
Okay. You should. It should. Cost is 500, but only for today.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Good day. Ronan,
Yeah.
you have the job.
Oh, thank you. I'm so excited.
His voice changed. I'm so excited. He just said, I'm so excited. That was a role play in a shop selling clothes, and we had an online person, Vivi. Well done. We heard you very good. I like it. He took a photo. He showed Vivi. He asked her, "What do you think?" I think, is that what you asked her? What do you think? Do you like it? So lots of questions. And Vivi said, yes, it looks so good on you. So very perfect. And Ronan got the job. So congratulations. If you need a shirt, come and see Ronan. Perfect. And I like that you guys used a real shirt and yeah, to give us to let us see what we're watching.
In front of the mirror.
And right in front of the mirror. Exact. Oh yeah, the mirror. So well done. Good job. Okay, next team. Who's next? This is a good one on an island. Oh, see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. So who's next? Really quickly, who's next? So Julian and Andres, you ready? Okay, so next group is Julian, Andres, Yang, and I think, yes, just them three. So they are going to be at Audi supermarket. So let's hear the story that they have created in a supermarket. Okay, so let's watch. We've got Julian, Andres, and Yang.
When we come to supermarket, this.
So we all write down who shot this out. Okay, let's
We come to supermarket. Good. I really like coming to the supermarket. There are many the good deals now. Where is my favorite wine?
Can I help you, sir? Ah,
Yes. Please, can you tell me where the Shiraz wine is? Its favorite wine.
It's my favorite one.
of course. It in front,
It's
it in front of the Coca-Cola stand. It's 11. 11.
in oil. I feel that taken against silence. I feel.
I 11.
Oh, it's for Cooper.
Can I help you with any else?
No, I'm off thanks, but I will look around for some other products.
Okay, I am here to help you. Use now that many offers this week. Okay?
Okay.
Good.
Love that you guys use the trolley. I was wondering why Julian was carrying the chair. I was like, what's he doing? And then after I realized that was the trolley. So very good. Supermarket conversation. When you're in a supermarket, you're going to hear some words like, you know, where can I find is a question that you might ask. And then the person will tell you it is in aisle 11, next to, or in the section next to, whatever. So really good conversation. Yes. No, that's yours. Okay, so good. Next team. So now we have Silvio, Fernando, see you tomorrow, and Yay,
Yeah.
and also yes, now they are going to be on an island. So let's hear and see the story that they've created in an island. Okay, so we have, thank you. Okay, so we have Silvio, Wang, and Fernando. Let's watch.
No, man. ¿Cómo? Ay. ¿Cómo tú comienzas? ¿Pasó?
She is quadrum. Go Gigi, we had to is London.
I don't know good at least, but at least we also say we are say we need to find some people.
You are right.
Lord. And look for some water. Also, that's wait, I think. Wait. You know, why?
School, work, home, very to making or coaching. We need to so only they think it
Until they find us.
we have to eat. That's the work. We eat, but farm and forest. So, or being the part, one of the best part.
Aplaudan, aplaudan. Ya, bien,
And you were trying to survive and get some water and make a fire. So good. And they got survived. They got help. Okay, last group. We have David, Wilda, and anyone online? I think Jessica? Is Jessica in your group? No, just you two? Oh, okay. Okay, so now we have Wilda and David. Let's see.
Ready? Yes. Fernando, don't relax. Deu. Going. Very good. Have you completed your morning physical training slowly?
Yes, yes. I have. I'm waiting for the next step.
Yes. Yes. Ready? Ready. Yes. Um, good job, soldier. Now I need you to clean and mount your chair. Discipline is key in your art.
Discipline is
Or art.
in
Art.
Yes. Discipline is in
Art.
Yes, I understand.
Understood.
I will make sure my segment is in perfect condition.
Yes. Yes, good soldier. And that's okay. And I like it to hear. Keep it up. And you will go far. Just want to. Besides after and determination good. Recruits. Let's you think.
Thank you, Sergeant. I won't disappoint too.
Yes. To mean or harsh, and he was trying to tell the army soldier that discipline is key. Discipline means when we are very strong on ourselves and we make sure that we do things on time, and we stay true to our word. That's discipline. So when we're like strong on ourselves and we keep being honest and good, so discipline is key, organization is key, and good. Looks like that was a good soldier. We've got Wilder as serving the Australian Soldier Army Force. So very good, guys. And
No, don't forget the.
yes, you must give back to me. Yes. And and thanks to those online that to those online that were also participating. I know it was a little bit hard, thank you. But yes, we will see some more next lesson with Diego's group. And that's it, Diego's group. So okay, so good night. Ah, you didn't see as well? Okay. So to Bevy, Clayton, and Jessica. And I'll see you tomorrow. So good night, guys. Bye, Bevy. See ya. See you guys. Have a good night. See you all tomorrow. Clayton, Jessica. Good night.